Happy Friday and welcome to a Trinity Family 5-Minute Friday. I'm Andrew. This is Bree Weens and we are a Trinity family.
We're looking at technology and how it affects our lives and how we can keep it really positive by using it wisely and so it doesn't cost our family. This week we are looking at cameras and how they can...
Coming to you from the other side of one.
Yeah, how it can be a blessing, but how those blessings can easily get lost or cloud actually living.
Yeah, and I think the first thing that we're going to talk about is just how to steward the pictures. Because especially in our current culture, where most pictures I think are taken off of that handy-dandy little smartphone, we actually have made pictures a short-term memory device. Like, what I see happening is you take your pictures, you post them on social media so people can look at them right away, and then other people that you see at work or going to wherever you might be, you show them the pictures for maybe a week, and then they just get buried in your camera. And for most people, they're lost forever.
Because they're who knows where, and there's so many of them, and yeah.
Yeah, and so really asking why do we take these pictures? And for us, the answer is largely, memory keeping, but stewarding story. And not just in the short term, but thinking big picture. Thinking about for our kids now, who may not remember everything when they're a little bit older, for our grandkids, and even for ourselves, to create some kind of an archive that we can really come back to again and again and again, and remind ourselves of what we've experienced, the blessings that we've had, and these great times. And so taking pictures and utilizing pictures from that lens. Now, Bree's kind of our guru when it comes to actually executing that. I've played small parts here and there, but she really does a great job. So can you just tell us some of one way to possibly do that?
Well, we really started doing this really well once Andrew made me this huge picture frame that hangs up in our kitchen. And we've decided to fill it every 6 months. And so every 6 months we decide which ones to print, and so that we can change out those pictures, and then those pictures that are in the frame, and we do print more pictures than the 30 or so pictures that go in that huge picture frame. And so after that, I make sure that within the next 6 months, before the next ones are printed, I put them in a book. And we even both of us just write little excerpts of, it could be related to the event in the story, or it could just be a broad, this is what was happening in these months, and this was what was significant. And that has really been a fun way for us to reflect on the past 6 months and think about, oh yeah, that was really fun, and generates gratitude. And then I also think for us to reflect, but then also we see our kids going through them and laughing about when they were babies, or telling stories, oh, this is when this happened. And so that's been really great.
Mom and Dad, what was going on there? I don't remember that. Asking those kinds of questions.
And then it prompts us to be storytellers as well. So that's been really fun for us, and a way that we handle the phone or the camera. And so because we actually have a camera. Yeah. We don't have a smartphone. And so it is really helpful for us when we have this big clunky thing to really have a time to take pictures and have a time to not take pictures.
Yeah, which I think, as we're talking about stewarding story through the camera, one of the greatest risks of the camera is that you actually forget to live the story. And it becomes something that distracts. And that even, especially I think on that phone device where it can go straight to the internet,
but it could be with any camera, really. It could be with a camera too.
That we're thinking about the moment through the lens of how we're presenting it to other people. And so rather than being in this awesome scene with our kids, it's how can I capture this moment so I can share it on Facebook, on Instagram, with Grandma and Grandpa, whatever it might be. We're putting that buffer between us in this moment. And so just also the reminder to be smart. And so that's where we have really benefited from having the big clunky camera, is we have to pull it out.
We have times with it, and we have times without.
Yeah. So our challenge, I think, to you is to make a plan. Is to take some of those pictures. Maybe they're all backed up on that phone or lost in the cloud somewhere. Pull them out and make a book. take a weekend and do that, and then make a plan for how you're going to do it going forward.
And I think really, why are you taking pictures? To define that why will help you with the plan for what you're going to do with them.
Maybe go buy a new camera. They're really fun. Happy Friday to you. Enjoy documenting. Tell us good stories. Bye.
Bye.